Alright guys, this is Aaron Classic Gamer, and we just picked up the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild expansion pass, and the 4 Guardians, Daruk, Mingfa, Reveille, and Umbrasa, for the Nintendo Switch. So this is going to be what the expansion pack is unlocked for us. It's at least part 1 here. This will be the Trial of the Sword. It's going to show you. We're going to go ahead and unbox all these Amiibos one by one and read what they do. These 4 Amiibo are in addition to the 5 that have already been released for Breath of the Wild, which we've done in a previous video. Alright, there's the Master Sword. So they take all our weapons away and we have to survive. Alright. Get to utilize all of what we've learned on the hero path there. Shows everywhere we've been. New armors, new masks. All sorts of cool stuff. Now these Amiibo, they're going to unlock all sorts of new weapons that we can utilize, and armor we can utilize in the new expansion. There'll be a whole new Champions dungeon. Alright. I'm more of a physical collector kind of person. I was hoping there'd be like a limited edition cartridge with all this on here, but there is not. I don't think there's a trailer, guys, for the second part of the expansion pass. Absolutely beautiful game. Of course, we are going to be completely and utterly robbed if Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild does not get Game of the Year. Some people say it should be Super Mario Odyssey, though it is a great game. Oh, here's the trailer for the other. Alright. There was Reveille. And here's Umbrasa. Urbosa, my bad. Alright. The Champions Ballad Expansion Pack DLC Pack 2. Alright. And that should be available anytime now. Alright guys, so let's go one by one on these Amiibos and unbox them and read the back and take a look at them and all that good stuff. Alrighty, first we have Urbosa. I'm sorry I pronounced that wrong. Very detailed. There are 2 female champions, and 2 male champions. She is from the desert swept areas of the game. Alright, discover the power inside, collect, customize, and complete. You got the Nintendo Switch there, the Wii U, and the Nintendo 3DS. It says use the Amiibo in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Receive helpful items for your adventures. You could even get rare equipment related to the champion. Alright, pretty cool. So let's go ahead and unbox her. These are absolutely beautiful. So it is kind of hard to do this, but to be able to utilize them, there is actually cardboard in the bottom that prevents you from utilizing them boxed. So, alright, so there she is. Let's go ahead and crack the bottom here. See, it's got the little metal along with the cardboard that prevents you from doing that. She's on a little bit of a pedestal there. So, Definitely a very beautiful amiibo. Well done. There's her shield that she gives you in the game. Alright. There's Urbosa. Next up we have Reveille. Alright, he is the champion of the Naruto. Really, really cool. Once again, you get an awesome bow and arrow from him during the game. Once again on the back here, it just says receive helpful items for your adventure. And it shows that you can get that awesome limited bow. There's Reveille. I was hoping it would show a little bit more about them on here. Alrighty, and you can also get rare equipment, of course. Let's go ahead and open them up. Now we got fingerprints all over them. You know, like I said, this is like the hardest part about this. It's fun collecting them, but opening them is not, because the packaging is so beautiful. But freaking Nintendo, they make you open them. Alright, there's Reveille. Gotta be careful because he's got some little bit of movement there. Alright. But there he is. He looks great. These maybe even look a little bit better than the original line. Really, really cool. And then in the storyline, here is the champion Mipha. She's from the water areas of the Legend of Zelda. I can't remember all of the different type of races that these folks are, but there's actually romantic involvement of Link with Mipha. So you can get a suit from her where you can go up waterfalls in the game, which is really cool. So, and there's her trident staff. Once again, really beautiful packaging, really nice artwork. And so you can win another staff here. Alright. Let's go ahead and open her up. Alright. I don't know why they make it pop like that in the back, but... Alrighty. So there she is in all her glory. Of course you got, you know, like the Triforce and all that going on here. We got a little bit of glue damage. Look at this. It's pretty wild. We got a little bit of glue damage there. You can barely see it. It's right here. That's kind of rare. Once in a while you get something like that on an Amiibo. It'll probably come off with some goo gone. But held on with a pedestal again, much like Urbosa. She's got a pedestal. Alright. Definitely beautiful. And last but certainly not least, from the volcanic areas of the game, we have Daruk. And he's the guy you're going to go and get all sorts of powers from to be able to go into the hot areas of the game. So, and he gives you a shield that you're able to utilize in the game. So there's a big old rock busting sword that you can get. Alright. Once again, awesome detail, guys. I had no idea they were going to do the champions. I thought in the second line they would probably do something with, you know, Ganon. Or some of the other enemies of the game. But that's kind of neat that they did that. I'm hoping they do a third line. I don't know if there'll be another expansion pass or not. This one's kind of hard to open. Alright. There we go. And he's a much bigger Amiibo than you can see than the other ones, so there we go. No damage on him. He's got a pedestal holding him up in the center there. He's got his big rock busting sword. There's no movement here. This is a very stiff character. There's his little cape on the back and all the stuff he carries. Really cool, guys. But that is the 4 champions of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. You have Urbosa, Reveille, Mipha, and Daruk. Alright, so let's go ahead and move this out of the way a little bit, and we'll bring up the other Amiibos from the original line. You've got a Bokoblin here. He's kind of the least interesting of all of them, but he's got his stick that he attacks you with in the game. Pretty fierce looking. Then we've got one of 2 Zelda characters. Here's one where he's mounted on his horse here, ready for battle. He's got his sword. I'm not sure that it's a Master Sword, but pretty cool. So there is that. About dropped him. Oops. The biggest in this line is the Guardian, which Daruk maybe is a pretty similar size to. So that's a Guardian. I'm not going to ruin anything, but he's or it, I guess, is one of the more powerful enemies in the game. We have, of course, you can't have a line of Amiibos without the beautiful Zelda that you're doing all this for. And she has a Sheikah Slate there in her hand that guides you upon your journey during the game. Put her up front there. And last but not least, this is my favorite. This is the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Link figure. There we go. He's kind of jumping in the air, and you see a cloud behind him. Using his power from Reveille. He's got his arrows, and he's got his bow. Shooting an ancient arrow, which is the most powerful arrow in the game that can destroy in one hit almost all the enemies in the game. So, really, really cool. So there is that, guys. So there's all 9 in the line of the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Amiibos. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, check out the Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube gaming websites. Won't be long, we'll be doing the Master Quest video, so come check that out, where we lose our Master Sword and we have to go on a journey to get it back. So that's it, guys. Enjoy and happy gaming.